Welcome back, patrons. Today I'm gonna talk about retail arbitrage secrets for your Amazon FBA and eBay successful sourcing. I'm talking about inventory sourcing. Hello everyone. Who don't know yet, my name is Thomas. I'm representing Mental Picks. I started my Amazon FBA and eBay business by doing retail arbitrage sourcing, and I'm doing that for multiple years and each year more successfully. Majority who's just starting this business model not realizing there is some secrets involved in retail arbitrage sourcing methods, and I'm gonna talk about this today. Let's jump in straight away. So one of the things is majority cannot understand differences between retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, because who's just doing online arbitrage, they think retail arbitrage is very easy, just going to the local stores and picking up some stuff like Lego or whatever, toys or beauty or electronics, and just bringing home and sending to Amazon FBA or creating listings on your eBay account, and that's it. But reality is totally different. By doing online arbitrage, it's very easy, just going on your computer and just sourcing on various websites like Argos, Boots, or whatever stores you would like to source. And most of the time, let's say multiple hundred sellers jumps on the same listing or on the same inventory, and basically you getting at the end at the bottom of the prices, so you're getting very low profit margins, but you're still getting 5% or 20% profit margins, so it's still all right, good business model, but it's very big competition on its sitting, and profit margins most of the time it's not so great, but it's easy to do that. With retail arbitrage is totally different story. Most of your findings at retail stores when doing retail arbitrage is going to be much bigger profit margins. Most important is less competition on it. Compared to online arbitrage is totally different game. Like example, if you're finding local clearances like with the stickers, like Tesco likes to put yellow stickers on a barcodes, you know, or other stores too, some extra stickers like clearance, and you got bunch of them. So most of the time there is like zero competition on that ASIN at that moment. So you can basically sell for a couple of months that huge amount which one you found at retailer without getting slammed with competition jumping in it. And most of the time profit margins is ridiculous. I think people not realizing this, and they comparing like retail arbitrage as it would be like similar to online arbitrage, but it's not. It's totally different game, so you need to understand what you're doing with that and what business model you're choosing to do that, because every business model requires some personal time in it. Another thing about what online arbitrage experts, let's say experts, saying about retail arbitrage, you cannot scale it. Basically they're saying you can only pick up one item or two items or three items, and that's it from local stores, because that's what you've been finding in that specific store, but that's not true. Basically most of the time you can pick up basically almost full trolleys or full baskets of the inventory. You need to be smart, like you need to talk with the staff members, like do you have at the back some extra units or whatever. You need to walk around maybe in the store on different location of the shelf, sitting bunch of them, you know. You need to act smarter than doing online arbitrage, because who's doing online arbitrage only they majority of time is limited quantities available, or sometimes even the orders are declined. So sometimes it's opposite game even. You cannot scale your online arbitrage, because who's doing multiple years online arbitrage, they saying that like you need to go wide, not deep in this inventory but wide. So basically there is lots of work involved, because all of things needs to be managed. So retail arbitrage compared to online arbitrage is not the same game. It's totally different game, and you need to understand that. Another one great secret about which one no one not talking is when you're doing retail arbitrage, you need to understand your local area. It's not all about just going to the different cities and checking different cities, the same Tesco or the same Asda, which one you got in your city, Asda or Tesco. You need to understand your local areas. Like example is gonna be, let's say some random retailer got some clearance sections, you know, clearance shelf specific ones like B&Q, Tesco, or even Sainsbury's got good clearance sections, just small ones, but sometimes they are loaded fully, let's say. Plus each retailer got specific dates when they're putting on that clearance section specific inventory, which one is on clearance. So you need to be first who's catching these deals. If you, let's say, late one day or a couple of days late, it's gone, it's totally gone. That's why majority, when commenting on my comments on Facebook or YouTube comments, or let's say sending me private messages saying, I cannot find nothing, Thomas, my area is not good. Listen, all areas are good. Basically, you're not doing homework properly. What I'm teaching my personal mentoring members is exactly what I'm saying right now. Is you need to go around in your area a couple of miles, let's say 5 miles or 10 miles maybe even, and check what stores you got. You can do that on your mobile app like Google Maps, and just get your list. Let's say all Tesco's like Extras, Superstores, all Sainsbury's, biggest ones, let's say, and Asda's or Morrison's, whatever list you got, you need to have that on your hands. Plus, it's very important to have list of small retailers, because it's much easier to have local deals, let's say with the small independent retailers whose owner in the store itself sometimes. So it's much easier to handle clearance prices or deals between that small retailer owner and you know, compare it like Tesco staff members don't care much about that inventory which one is on clearance. They just get employment and job is done. They're going home at the end of the day and job done for them. But when you're meeting small retailer owners, it's much easier to have some, you know, proper inventory which one was on clearance, or sometimes they want to liquidate that inventory. So you need to use a little bit your brain about that, with who you talking about that. That would be involved a lot of talking. Let's say you need to talk with the staff members, with the store owners, management. So like I said, let's say big retailers like Asda, Tesco, Morrison's, it's going to be more difficult to talk with them because no one cares there. But with the smaller ones, you can talk, let's say, ask them questions. Let's say, do you have some clearance days, or maybe you want to liquidate some inventory? This is much easier approach for small retailers. Let's say, do you want to liquidate some inventory or something like that, you know? And sometimes they're gonna say, yeah, I got some inventory which one I want to sell out, or something like I'm selling for crazy reductions, maybe you want. He's gonna offer you. It happens sometimes, it happens. So you need to use your mouth for that, you know. Like myself is immigrant, so for me it's English a little bit more difficult, but I know majority of my followers are English people, so for you it's much easier for you to do that. So just talk with people. Plus, different retailers got different clearance days and at the different weeks. Like example, Sainsbury's got every couple of weeks, middle of the week is clearance inventory, drop it on a clearance shelves. You need to understand that situation too at your local areas. So when you're going into Sainsbury's stores, let's say you're meeting staff members, ask them, when you're putting clearance inventory on that shelf or something like that, you know, and you can check almost every retailer of specific store with these questions with the staff members, because majority of staff members, they know when it's what happening, you know, about the dates, especially clearance or sales. Majority of them is interested in this stuff too, to get something cheap, you know. Basically, you don't need to go around on different cities. Basically, your area can be your sourcing method by having independent small retailers, and plus on the side big ones, mega ones, which one you can find loads of good inventory too. But from the small ones owners, they sometimes liquidating or want to liquidate some specific inventory, so you can get very specific inventory without getting huge competition jumping in it. So be smart, act smart, and use your mouth properly. Another one secret is about good retail arbitrage hunt is using proper sourcing tools. Like example, Amazon app is not enough. Amazon is good, it's showing profits, inputs, is showing after inputs showing some profits. You can put some price, sell price. Amazon calculating taxes from it and shows you profits. Plus sales rank showing, that's okay, that's good actually. So sales rank is very important, but Amazon likes to manipulate us like customers or sellers. So Amazon likes to manipulate with sales rank, and especially with the prices they manipulating. Why you should not trust sales rank on Amazon app itself when you're scanning some inventory when you're sourcing? Because sales rank, it depends on time frames. If there is some gap without nothing, but before that was Very low sales rank means selling a lot of inventory for good prices, but there is some gap of out of stock, let's say long period of times, and it shows 500,000 of sales rank at that moment. You're gonna say, oh, it's not selling. Yeah, because recently just one seller jumps in, but it shows 500,000 of sales rank. You're gonna say it's not selling, but it is selling. You need just give a couple of days, you know, to warming up that listing. Plus another one is issue with the Amazon app is pricing. Amazon likes to scam us as a sellers and customers too. So let's say Asda drops price from 20 to 10 pounds price drop. At the same time, Amazon likes to drop prices to 10 pounds levels. So basically Amazon likes to keep customers on a platform. They trying to avoid people going to the high street or retailers to grab these cheap items, and they saying, oh, come to us, we are still offering you the best prices, you know. In that way they selling in minus actually. That's why when I'm buying inventory, sometimes I'm buying inventory when it's showing in minus even profits, but I know exactly I'm gonna play some long time periods when Amazon sold out in minus. I'm gonna jump in on double, tripling my money up and selling my inventory for ridiculous profits. That's why you need to have proper sourcing tools like BuyBot Pro, which one shows proper data, history, time frames, and you can make decisions, proper decisions. Plus BuyBot Pro app got a scanning option, which one, you know that issue when you go into the retailer, there is no signal on your phone. So BuyBot Pro got that option. You can scan without signal, scan barcodes and keep it your history. And when you're going out from a retailer and getting your signal back, you can double check with proper data inputs which one you did by scanning barcodes, basically backing up your scannings when was no signal available at all. So it's proper tool which one is required for your proper retail arbitrage hunt. Plus no needed extra softwares like Keeper or whatever extra for your data, because everything is in this one proper tool, BuyBot Pro. Like I saw other sourcing tools saying you need to have this sourcing tool plus Keeper plus other tools. Don't waste your money by spending your extra money on extra tools which one no needed, because you got in one place specific tool, one payment, and that's what you're gonna use that. Another secret is consistency in retail arbitrage. Let's say you're going for a holiday for 1 week, for 2 weeks, or for months even. So basically you're losing information what's in your area happening. So if you're checking every couple of days or couple of times per week, let's say specific shelf, and you see exactly that price, when you're coming each time in that specific store, you're recognizing these stickers. So basically you're not wasting time anymore. Like let's say you're wasting 2 hours or 3 hours, but by checking one store, you can check by wasting your 10 minutes or only 15 minutes, let's say, by checking just quickly shelves, and you recognizing these old stickers, and you're saying, okay, this is, I know exactly what's profitable, what's not, I'm going to next location, and just quickly going around the store. And that's how you do quick checks. And let's say at some couple of days some sticker changes, clearance section, clearance prices, or some proper reductions, when you're walking in the store, you recognizing this sticker, oh, something is changing. So now I'm gonna check properly, just scanning, or you know exactly its profits in it because last time you did that. So that's how you need to be quick and recognize proper changes in the store, specific store in your area. But let's say you did a couple of weeks of your holidays and you're gone, and coming back you're not recognizing your areas, what was left a couple of weeks ago, because it's totally different shelf or totally different inventory on it, locations change it, so you confuse it much more. So basically you're losing your infos, and then you're wasting another 1 hour or something like that by checking what's happening here, asking questions, staff members, is this gone forever, what's happening, is this new stuff or new inventory? You confuse it a lot. Or even when you're checking after a couple of weeks, maybe Thomas came yesterday and took all the shelf with a proper clearance, and you're saying, oh, it's nothing in my area, nothing interesting. If you like to constantly do that late checks, or after a couple of weeks, just every time checking Thomas coming, every time Thomas before you coming and taking all shelves with the clearance stuff, and you coming after that and saying there is nothing good in my area. But it's totally different. Each areas in UK, I think, got some specific deals, specific clearances. You need to be smart what you're doing with your activities. So be smarter, check evenings, check mornings. Maybe mornings is the best ones, but you still can do evening checks too. So each couple of days or something like that, couple of days per week even, you can do that. Be able to recognizing your shelves, let's say in specific stores, and that's how you catching the best deals. Another one secret is each big retailers dropping specific seasonal clearances. Like example, Tesco likes to drop Christmas toys on clearance. Let's say they got full shelves, you know that at October they're dropping full shelves of toys, and they saying we're gonna drop half price, so from 30 it's 15 only. Price checks, but you need to be careful what you're doing with that stuff, because majority I noticed that newbies with a 0 reviews or 1 review or 2 reviews, I noticed that they jumps on these listings like crazy because it's showing £3 profits, £4 profits. They think I'm gonna make some money, I'm gonna become a millionaire right now, but it's not. I'm not touching that inventory. Remember that. I'm not touching when they're dropping half price. I'm waiting, because I know it's gonna be dropped at 1 time, it's gonna be dropped at 2 times price drop, it's gonna be dropped at 3 times, or at the end it can be 4 times price drop. So this is gonna be ridiculous. Who was catching at half price at first one, they're gonna burn heavily, and that's why all newbies is screaming all over internet how retail arbitrage not working, because they getting into the wars of the price because they have no clue what they're doing. Basically what I'm gonna do with that Tesco toys clearance, I'm gonna wait half price. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting another one price drop, let's say from 30 15, from 15 I'm waiting it's 12.50. I'm still waiting, guys. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting £8, something like that. £6 sometimes happens like that from 30. So it's about 3 times, 4 times price drops. And then I'm coming in, my van is ready, empty, and I'm just going around my area and picking up some goodies, which one you can see clearly on my YouTube videos. That's how I'm picking up good stuff, and a lot of them. It's like multiple trolleys. There is some multiple YouTube videos created from my end about Tesco clearances, like seasonal clearances, and these are ridiculous, especially talking about profit, how it's ridiculous looking at that moment. Plus retailers, another one, seasonal clearances, doing summer inventory like pools, water guns. This is another one, mega profits making items. Like example, you can buy water toys for a couple of pounds, and they're selling for 30-20 pounds on Amazon at season, I mean, but you're paying only a couple of pounds for them on clearance prices. But there is some issues with this. So basically you need to wait about 4 months, 6 months, 8 months till next season comes. So it's more, call it like investment. You need to be careful. That's why you need to use proper sourcing tools like Bible Pro and checking data properly. Is this selling or not? Previous season it was selling, shows good, sales rank was good, pricing was good. Most of the time it's going to be repeating itself. Plus it's good to have eBay account ready for that, because Amazon likes sometimes to delete listings or something like that. So when you're waiting very long time frames, it's good to have on the side some backup, like eBay account for liquidations or something like that. Most of the time on eBay you can sell for great prices too. What you should avoid is Halloween clearances. This is called a seasonal stuff, Halloween, but is very short time frames of sales. So basically there is no enough time frame room for you to make some proper sales in it. So if you grab it multiple hundreds of inventory for very cheap, let's say some paintings, decorations for a couple of pounds, for a couple of pence, and they sell it for 20, but you don't have enough time frame to sell it out on next season. So I would be saying avoid that. Toys are perfect. So toys selling every month of the year. So toy clearances are almost perfect inventory for that reason. If you want to improve your retail arbitrage sourcing, we just launched a fresh retail arbitrage deal service at Mental Picks Patreon account. Try it. It's like retail arbitrage sourcing on steroids. Fresh deals drop it almost daily. It's gonna help you a lot with inventory for your Amazon FBA and eBay sales. And plus, if you need personal mentoring options, you can choose there too. Try it, you're gonna love it. Please let me know in the comments you like this video and what you think about my background. You would like to see more videos similar like this, secrets about retail arbitrage, related maybe to online arbitrage too. There is some secrets involved too, how to source properly and sourcing methods too. Or maybe you wish to see more informative videos like this, so drop in the comments what you think and I will make sure to do that. Thank you for watching. This was Mental Picks and till next time.